Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op.
Hello, Couch Co-opers, Couch Potatoes, and Couch Codependents. This is the Couch Co-op Show, the greatest and only video game and beer podcast in the world. You can find our podcast on all major platforms. If you want to watch us, head over to youtube.com/MilkmanPictures, and if we were streaming, but I didn't set up a stream, so fuck that. But usually you can find us Sunday nights at 9 Pacific Standard Time on twitch.tv/the Couch Co-op Show. Hey guys, I got Jared, I got Nick, and I got myself. How's everyone doing?
Hey guys.
Maybe we'll get Aaron, but
Hello.
he didn't interrupt.
Maybe.
He didn't interrupt the intro, so probably not.
Well, hold out hope.
Hold out hope. So just another weekend. What do you guys has been? Well, I guess everyone got. I gave everyone last week off, and then everyone decided to take this week off too.
Yeah. Well, Nick and I hung out last week just chatting BS
Yeah.
and having a couple beers together. So that was nice, just hanging out with Nick.
Cool. You guys talk about anything
Yeah.
exciting?
Huh?
Actually, I got to talk to Evelyn a little bit about Portal.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah, she still hasn't had a chance to play that. She's still got her
She's
head.
still stuck on the sprites,
Yeah. Yeah.
or well, whatever, you know,
Oh, yeah, the
the
particle effect.
artifacts.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just, it's just a pretty quiet weekend for me. Nothing very exciting. Just watching movies.
Yeah, I went to Hermiston,
Oh.
anyways. Hung out with the oldest brother.
Fun.
Good old Hermiston, nice 3-hour drive.
Did you
Just-
get any watermelons while you're there?
No Hermiston melons for me, or
Darn it.
white onions.
Just you? Please take the fam.
I took my daughters. Yeah, it was nephew's birthday party.
Exciting.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. The arcade didn't have any fun stuff. It's all the ticket munchers. They're like ticket
Oh.
feeders. Here's this dumb game, and you win 2 tickets. How much does this thing cost? 2,500 tickets.
Yeah.
You better start playing.
Gotta start the grind now.
I
Gotta start
hate
grinding.
modern arcades. They're such trash.
I mean, they've been that way for a while now, Jared.
Yes, they have. But you can find the bars, and there's plenty of places to go to old school arcade stuff. But
Cool.
yeah,
Fun.
not those.
Well, I guess we'll start off like we always do and toss it over to Nick. Let the Lord show us what beers we're battling.
So first, I just want to ask because I don't remember. Did we even announce the winner of last week or 2 weeks ago?
I don't remember.
Was that the Foster's one?
Yeah, it was
Which-
Sapporo versus
Oh yeah,
Foster.
Sapporo's one.
Yeah, Sapporo. I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
pretty
Well,
won.
I mean,
Oh,
I pretty much alluded to it, but I don't remember actually.
yeah, maybe there
giving
wasn't
it
an
the-
official announcement. Yeah,
I think there
But
was. I think
maybe
at
it's
the very
because we
end.
didn't really
I don't know. Maybe.
need to. But so this is almost a rematch of sorts, but I just got the green one this time.
Oh, the premium one.
Yeah.
premium.
And
Is
I
that
was
like
gonna-
the Coors Banquet of Foster's, or is it like
It's a little
substantially
harsher.
different?
It's a little harsher.
It's a little heavier hitter. Back in the day, it actually used to be called Foster's Bitter.
Yeah, that's what I
I
thought.
don't know if they changed the recipe because I never had the Foster's Bitter.
Maybe that term is something they just want to disassociate beer from.
Well, I
Bitter.
don't know because I mean, maybe it just wasn't bitter enough because then craft brewers like Rogue, when they came out with their brutal bitter, they just realized that what they're dealing with is child's play.
Huh,
But
funny. Maybe.
maybe, I mean, I'm sure this is Probably another faux Australian beer that's made in Canada somewhere.
Cool. Which one?
But,
Which one are we doing first?
yeah. Oh, I'm starting with the Fosters.
So there was
But,
like in Australia, there was a bitter beer called Victoria Bitter.
oh,
That's
yeah.
all over the place over there,
Yeah, that's an actual Australian beer.
and that kind of slightly reminds me of the Foster.
Did you, what, have you had it before? Or?
Yeah, when I was in Australia.
Oh, yeah, I guess that was going to be my follow-up question. Like, have you been to Australia? But
Yeah, I've had Is Carlton or Carlson's? I don't know. That's one of their
Carlsberg?
no, Carlson or
No, no,
Carlton.
no. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Carl, I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's Carlton. Is it Carlton? Has like horses, Carlton beer or something.
Mm.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, they're actually,
Yeah,
yeah, they're
Carlton.
like a major brewery.
Yeah. So that beer's everywhere there. And then Victoria.
Have you found it anywhere here?
I've never seen it here.
Huh. Carlton. We'll look it up on the Total Wine app.
Then they have like all the different kinds. They even had like a Bud Light Lime type beer when we were there.
Huh.
When did you go?
Oh, it was a long time ago. It was back in shit. When did we go?
Oh, that's been many, many
That's
years.
like when I first met Bryn. That's like 2010, maybe 11.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's my
Apparently, I
first.
can't pour for shit. But,
Oh, it was my first trip out. First time out of the country.
oh,
Straight got my pass. We got our passports and we went to Australia. It took the longest trip possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, the beer
It's
was
quite
very.
the
The beer
flight.
was really fun. It was very interesting. Yeah, and I couldn't find Foster's anywhere.
Yeah, Total Wine app doesn't even recognize the name Carlton.
Anywho, all right. Well, everyone's not here. I'm hoping everyone shows up next week when we vote on the masterpiece of games. So that's
Can
what
finally
next.
do the bracket.
We'll finally do the bracket and we'll do that. We'll throw it down and we'll decide which game Couch Co-op thinks is the greatest masterpiece of all time, as judged by us, the Couch of Fools. But
Yeah.
yes, the
Until
judge and
then.
the jury.
until then, tonight we're just gonna kind of shoot the shit. So I figured, we'll do what we always do and see what games I have not beaten. I've barely even played anything, so I don't really have much to say. But Jared's constantly beating stuff, so I guess this is just for Jared.
Well, I mean, after I beat Final Fantasy 16, I had some games that I'd been working on and been wanting to work on over time. I think a couple episodes back, I talked about Final Fantasy 16 a bit, but I won't
Well, yeah,
talk much more about that.
you could talk about
I
like
love
on
the
your
game
final, because I don't think you kind of that was kind of like you were still
Oh.
in the middle of it. I don't think you were quite done
Okay.
with it. Like, did it wrap up awesome, and where's it gonna land on your game of the year list?
Yeah, I have pretty high praise for this game. I loved it a lot. I mean, when I thought, oh, I'm just gonna go and beat it, it didn't work quite as well as I was thinking because there was tons and tons and tons of side quests, and I wanted to do all the side quests because more than enough of them were amusing enough or interesting enough to complete. Some of them were just go here, do that kind of stuff, but some of them were very story based, and uh, you get certain upgrades for your blacksmith and things like that through side quests. So it's important to do those. But the whole story arc, I really loved Clive as a character. He's one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters now at this point. I really liked the cast of characters. The voice acting was top notch. Um, I I don't think I want to go and do the platinum because you have to play it again on New Game Plus, and I don't really want to do that on the hardest difficulty. So I don't know. Maybe someday I'll feel like it, but as time goes by, your backlog grows,
Right?
and
Is that the
my
only
backlog
trophy?
grew.
Is that the only trophy you need?
No, there's some I need just from gameplay stuff, and you really have to do some pretty hard knocking stuff. Uh, that's kind of like time trials essentially, and you have to beat all those to get a certain item in the game to complete a collection to get a trophy. So there's that, and beating the game on the hardest difficulty. Also doing a couple of different attacks or combos based on the skills that you select. So it would take me some time. I mean, the game couldn't be that long if you're just kind of busting through. If New Game Plus on Final Fantasy difficulty is what it's called, I'm assuming you can do New Game Plus on it. Skipping the cutscenes, I bet you could just knock that game into pieces.
Probably
because there's some long cutscenes and you can skip everything you don't want to watch. So I don't know, maybe someday, because I mean it's really good. I really love the characters, as I said. So yeah, I definitely give the thumbs up on Final Fantasy 16.
if you had to pick one aspect that sets it apart from all the other ones, what is it? All the other Final Fantasies.
I think just the scale of it, really. I mean, the battles and the size of just everything that you feel, like when you're any of the icons, like when you're Ifrit, uh, doing battles with all the other, familiar Final Fantasy espers or whatever you want to call them. Those battles are so cool. I mean, one of the first ones you do is Titan. The second one, I think Titan, is such a cool battle with all the crap that's going on around you. It's almost like watching some cool anime fights. It's so much going on, all huge, really awesome moments that's cut back and you get to see, and it's really cool. The music really ramps up, and the music's really astounding in this game. I really liked all of that.
He's getting jumped by his kids.
Sorry, I have my child bothering me when I'm talking about Final Fantasy 16, but
Of course.
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Yeah. I don't know why she has not left the garage yet, but she has not.
Maybe she wants to give a Portal review, or.
But no, this is the little one.
Oh.
But yeah, that tore my thoughts apart. Yeah. So the scale of the game here. You talk about something while I.
Let's talk about how's that Foster's.
It's all right.
It's all right. I like the other one better. I'm a fan of the other one.
I actually, there was a time where I was actually starting to get tired of the blue one, and I just really would focus on the green. But to kind of turn over into gaming stuff.
What? Did you play a video game?
No, I'm at the point of no return on Ragnarok.
Are you? Oh my God, you've been putting in the hours.
So I don't know what I have left, but or how if I still have quite a ways to go. But
I feel like once the point of no return happens, it doesn't take too long.
Okay. So I haven't actually. I've just been kind of going through, and I mean, it sounds like I'm gonna have to go through, and if I want to do 100% completion, I'm gonna have to go through after I beat the game anyways. So I started kind of going back through and just kind of cleaning up some loose ends and just doing some little things, making sure get all the treasures, kill all the green ravens, but I think I'm gonna give up on that just because I'm gonna have to go back through and do it anyway.
But are you gonna do it?
So,
you gonna try and platinum it or no?
Not necessarily for the sake of platinuming, just more just to go through and do it.
Get your money's worth.
I guess. I mean, at the very least, I kind of want to slay all the ravens, just because there's a chest waiting for me, and I guess there's also a boss that I'll get to battle once I do that.
So I never did any of that shit.
Not to mention,
I had fun getting the ravens.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's always fun. You're just playing around, and all of a sudden you hear that sound, and then you're trying to look around and find them. But just kind of reading the story on them was a little sad. Just finding out that they're actually kids that were. Yeah, that's a little dark and sad.
So how do you feel about the game
Yeah.
at this point, being this deep into it?
I like it, and I entertain the thought of actually just like stopping playing it and going back to the 2018 one and finishing that one before I finish this. Just
You might as well
um,
at this point. There's no rush. It's not like there's a review we have to do.
yeah, but I can't even remember where I'm at on the 2018 one.
Hmm.
But, I mean, I feel like I sunk a few hours into that one.
I feel like that
Maybe
one
I'll go
goes a
to
lot quicker than the second one. The second one's quite. It seems just like a way bigger game.
quite
Yeah.
robust. But in terms of just like mainline story or just like
A
also
lot
trying
to
to do
do.
like all the little
There's still
extra stuff.
there is a lot to do. It's got a similar thing, but I just felt like the game itself just seemed quicker, and I think they just put a lot more into the second one.
Mhm. Well, then maybe I'll go back to playing Need for Speed.
Need for Speed.
Yeah, I was. I don't know when I. Maybe that was a couple weeks ago where I just picked it up and just started playing around with it for a little bit, but I forgot like what buttons do what, and so
Yeah.
I'm crashing into a bunch of stuff.
It happens.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
I mean, generally, I find that like because I play so many racing games, they generally are about the same. It's just like the drift
Yeah,
mechanics. It's always drift mechanics are different in every game. Like
yeah,
some,
and
it's like go ahead.
I was gonna say I always find that I always get confused between the foot brake and the hand brake.
Mm.
Um, and sometimes it seems like those might be in different spots depending on the game, or maybe that's just me. But especially when I'm trying to drift around a corner and I hit the wrong brake and
Huh.
don't
Well, the
quite
thing
do what
about
I
Need
want
for
to do.
Speed is you don't use you use a brake, but to
Right.
initiate drift, you don't use the brakes. It's like you power over the car in like the turn. So like just having more power causes the car to go in the drift, and then you have to
Hmm.
like tap the brake to keep it in a drift, and play with the
All
gas and
right.
brake to keep it in the drift. But you don't need to hit the brake to
Mm-hmm.
get into the drift. That's something
Hmm.
that's something that's
Mm.
weird when you play like other racing games that to initiate drift, you do have to do that. So it's just like
Yeah.
Okay.
so like so like when I'm playing certain games, I always feel like the drift is always different. Like mechanic is always different, but like gas and brake is always R2 L2.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's
Which I
probably
love
what
when
also throws
racing
me off
games
too.
transferred to that.
Oh yeah. Well, for the longest
Yeah.
time, I still played Gran Turismo. Uh,
X and Square.
no. I would gas R2, but I would brake with X
Huh.
until the
Interesting.
yeah. It's just a weird thing I got into.
Yeah. No kidding.
And I did that for the longest time, like probably until GT Sport. Yeah, when I
Yeah.
stopped. Anywho,
But my child left the garage, so I can talk about other games I've beat, or if
yeah,
you had
go
any other
ahead.
questions about Final Fantasy
Ooh,
16.
sounds like they weren't child friendly games.
Uh, yeah. Well, she could watch plenty of these. I played. It was on Xbox Game Pass. Planet of Lana. A lot of people have talked about that, and it's fine. If you like games like Limbo,
Oh, okay,
it's like that.
okay.
I mean, it has just different puzzle agent because you have a little tiny kind of like pet buddy that you send off to do things for you. You know, hold attention of some of the enemies and go hit buttons, kick ropes down. You know, pretty basic puzzle stuff. There's nothing challenging about it. I think that's what's refreshing about the title is out of all these huge games that have been coming out, it's a nice short, sweet title, and it's flawless. It's really good. Well, really well done.
Cool.
The next game I decided to go through, it's always been on my list to play through. I've always thought of buying it on the Switch because it's always on sale for a few bucks. It's A Short Hike,
Oh,
and
right.
I got it free through several different services on PC. I think it was, yeah, I played this on Game Pass. It's currently free, part of Game Pass, and it's just a
A short
game.
hike.
Yeah. I mean, really, there's, you can climb higher if you get more feathers. As you can glide longer with more feathers, and there's collectibles and people to help and stuff like that. So there's little side quests. I didn't really go into that because I don't know. It was fine. I just enjoyed getting to the top of the mountain,
Hmm.
doing the short hike and hitting the credits. But there was more I could have done in it if I wanted to spend more time. But I was apparently trying to just crash through a bunch of games.
Apparently.
The next one I tried crashing through was Rogue Legacy 2, which is just as good or better than Rogue Legacy 1.
Which is weird. Not
Uh,
a lot of people talked about it as much. That first one was like,
no, yeah, I don't know. Something about it where, I mean, I was trying to crash through some games. I got kind of stuck at a point. So it has little handicap things you can apply, and I just got kind of bored after a while. So I made it so my character would do more damage and the enemies would hurt me less. So I just kind of crushed through it and beat the whatever boss for the first time and ran credits and just called it good, so I could move on to another game just like it, Dead Cells. And I've played Dead Cells several times over my past, so I mean I already had hours into it and some skills and stuff like that. So it didn't take me but another handful of hours to finish it. But Dead Cells is such an astounding game. I've actually thought of buying the Castlevania DLC they have, because that's a series I'm a huge fan of. That whole genre, and Dead Cells last year, late last year I think got a big old Castlevania DLC package. So I don't know. I might drop into that when it goes on sale. It goes for like $10, I think. So it's not bad. Dead Cells I played through PlayStation Premium or whatever. It's on the PlayStation Premium. It's on a lot of the services sometimes. Usually it's on sale on Switch and stuff like that. So it's easy to get a hold of. And if you like that rinse and repeat style game, rogue lights and the like, Dead Cells is probably my favorite one out of that genre. Next to Rogue Legacy 1 and 2. I mean, it's Dead Cells has such a cool look and it's fun to run through, and the skills you get are really cool. And um, it's not as friendly as like Rogue Legacy 2, because Rogue Legacy 2, as you progress, you can unlock like the option to teleport to certain zones.
mm-hmm.
Like if you just want to work on a certain zone, you can keep teleporting to it, and even a way to anchor that organization of it down so the path never changes. And if you're working on the boss, you can anchor it down, and if you've been to the boss, you can teleport directly to the boss, so you're not just wasting your time. So it's very user friendly in that aspect, whereas Dead Cells is a little more hardcore. There's nothing, you die, you're going all the way back to the beginning, and you may or may not figure out that, oh, there's a different route you can take to get to the destination you want a
Right.
little bit quicker. But it's like all those games, it's different and randomized every time,
Are you just
so
on
you
like
never know
a?
exactly where you're going.
Are you just on a kick of these roguelike games? Light.
I've always liked them, but big games get in the way.
Hmm.
I mean, come on, Returnal was one of my games of the year. That's a rinse and repeat game too.
Did you ever play
And
Hades?
no, I haven't yet. I want to really bad. I've actually started Death's Door.
Oh,
That's
I
a
played some of that.
PlayStation Plus free
Yeah,
game right now,
I played
and
some
I'm
of that.
really enjoying that gameplay. It's pretty fun. Eventually, I might get kind of annoyed with it, but I don't know. I like the art style. I remember listening to other people talk about just getting lost because there's so many damn doors.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, so I might bump into that. Where just like, I better just look this up. But yeah, I mean, the genre is so huge, and so many great games with unique art styles are coming out based around it, around that whole era of games. I mean, it's just like if you played Nintendo games and liked that, here's some modern versions of that. But hey, it's randomized, and you get to keep some things. It's pretty much a blast of the past modern way.
Yep. You never picked up. You were talking about it. You never picked up Remnant 2. That's kind of similar.
No, I haven't. I haven't bought any new games because I'm just kind of saving my time for Starfield in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to play that. So I'm just like holding out on buying any big games. I mean, that's what, $40 on sale right now, and I'm like, nah, no, I'd rather wait until I have a little more time to play it, because that Remnant 2 does really look awesome. The enemies in that game look super rad.
Cool. Anything else you've been playing?
Jeez, a little bit of everything. I can't remember everything I've been playing. There's so much crap. I don't know what I
Jeez.
want to finish next. I mean, the last one I really got to sit down and play was Dead Cells. But I don't know what one I want to just shove my face into and conquer is yet. Because what, the 6th, and what, that's a week and a half away. Starfield comes out, so I don't really want to start anything big. So
Yeah.
just some smaller indie games just to clear out the backlog a little bit. I mean, I have a shit ton of games installed on my PC that I eventually want to work on. I do want to play some more Destiny 2 because the new season. I played the start of the new season, and that first, I would recommend you can play the start of the new season, and it's awesome. What you do with Eris Morn in that is super rad. With right now, I think you can play Destiny 2 the Witch Queen for free, and I would definitely recommend that for anybody looking for just time waster.
And they bought the
Because
Crota raid
yes,
back.
yeah, but I don't know anybody to play that stuff, so it's raids are just kind of noise in the background.
Me and Josh
But
just used to like run in there and grind it for gear way back. I remember that. That's
yeah,
funny days. Anyway,
yeah, back in the day.
how about
Yeah,
you?
but I'm always working on something. I got stuff on the PC. I got stuff on the Switch I'm working on. I got stuff on the Xbox I'm working on, the PlayStation. I keep looking over here at my PS4 sitting next to me, and I'm like, oh man, I could play something there.
Hmm.
But I just acquired Iron Man VR from my nephew. He had 2 copies for some reason.
Oh, that's cool. You got to break out
Yeah.
the old one though.
Oh, it's already out.
Oh, is
It's
it?
right here.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah,
damn.
my PS4 is here with the camera on top of my other screen over here. Just need to push
That
the desk back and make some room to spin around and look at the enemies behind me.
That was pretty fun.
sounds like that.
I played the demo of that. That's a
I
pretty solid
love the
game.
demo. Yeah, what, Nick?
Oh, I was gonna say it sounds like that trip to Hermiston paid for itself.
Oh, come on. You can buy Iron Man VR right now for $10 at most stores.
Mm.
I spent what, $80, $90 in gas to go there and back.
Well, there you go. How about Nick? What do you anything else besides Need for Speed and God of War?
No, that was it. Just
That's
kind
it.
of just grinding away at stuff. Like I'm kind of at this point. Well, I mean, I'm always at this point. It seems like where it's just like, I mean, I don't even have a computer that can probably even run. Well, maybe. I mean, I have a giant Steam backlog that's been going on for about 10 years.
Oh, man.
Um, yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
there's just a bunch of stuff on the PS4. You talked about that. I mean, I was like always dreaming about getting to that at some point. Um, and now I bought a PS5 so I can I mean,
Continue.
apparently I think I just buy video games just to buy backlogs
Hmm.
and just sit and stare at them. But
Well, yeah, and you have the Epic Game Store to get more games every week, and you have PlayStation Plus. You can get more games every month. I mean,
yeah,
you
I actually let
no
my
problems.
Plus lapse, not on purpose, but
They'll
just
offer you a deal. Just wait.
yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, just wait.
Then I can get back and play NBA 2K23.
Yeah.
No, you got to get on
And
the. I'll play like PGA Tour, 2K PGA or whatever it is. I played that with
golf game?
Ryan. Yeah, the golf game. They gave that one away for free. The latest one, and that's
Ooh.
always fun to play. Because that's like a easy, like you just kind of sit there and drink beer and then just bullshit with your friend while you play golf, like you would in real life. But
Hang out and chat game.
Yeah. I don't know. I was always kind of partial to the Tiger Woods for the Wii, where you actually have to swing the stupid
fuck
Wiimote.
that
That's
shit.
like exercise and shit,
Ugh.
man. Come on.
I don't know.
Oh,
Actually, what I really liked playing was going to the bar and playing Gold Team.
yeah. Roll the ball.
But yeah, $5 Earl. give you
Nick,
20 minutes to.
have you ever synced one of your like Bluetooth controllers to your tablet?
No, I haven't.
Oh. So I'm gonna
I've never even.
oh, uh, uh anyway. Because I'm just gonna
No,
say this, just because I have I have the backbone and everything, so I don't need to do that. But like you can
right.
anyway. So I did finally log into Netflix on my phone to access that library of
Oh, the
games,
games.
and
Great
I've been
library.
playing Ninja Turtle.
Oh,
I've been
oh yeah.
playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge. Like there's a shit ton of games on Netflix. It's
Oxenfree 1 and 2 are on there.
Yeah.
Oxenfree 1
Oxenfree,
was great.
into
Yeah, actually,
Oxenfree 2 is free.
Into the Breach. But I
I
mean,
like
if you
that.
don't like playing with touch controls, you can sync one of your controllers to the tablet, and then you can like put it up and play it.
Yeah, I've
I
been
think
playing the
Jared,
sequel to Valiant Hearts.
Hmm.
I've been playing the sequel to Valiant
Oh
Hearts
yeah,
on there.
that's on there too. Yeah, I haven't touched that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
think
great so
Jared,
far.
were you telling me about all the games that were on Netflix
Yeah,
last
yeah,
week, or were
we
we
were talking about that
it?
last week. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, you should totally.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I know playing with touchscreen sucks, but you can sync, and I know you have a tablet, so
Mm-hmm.
like you should do that shit, man.
I didn't even really think about that, but yeah, just might. But the other question now I have is, could I just download the Netflix app and on either PS4 or PS5 and play that
No,
way as
not
well, or
yet. They
no?
haven't made them
Oh well,
accessible for
fuck off.
consoles. It's coming.
I think
It is
they've announced
coming.
a beta to,
Yeah.
or not a beta, but the plans to make it playable on PC
Well,
through Netflix.
I think PC and console was announced, but they
Yeah,
just haven't
which
done
would
it
be
yet.
awesome.
It's just right now on mobile, so like tablets and phones.
Yeah, totally worth looking at.
Anyway, I've been playing Shredder's Revenge, so like it's a cool way to
Yeah.
play that game actually.
Yeah.
Well, how's your experience been with that game?
Well, I beat it when it came to Game Pass, so I like that game
Oh,
quite a
okay.
bit. But now I'm just kind of playing it to
Mhm.
just I don't know, fuck around.
So the cool thing about doing it on your phone is it's not what you'd expect. You're not streaming it from Netflix like you do everything. You actually download the
Download it,
game
yeah.
from the App Store.
It unlocks it
And
and says, "Hey."
and so it's on your system. You don't have to worry about streaming and signals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's I could see that being a point of contention if you had to stream it.
Yeah, because we're not always guaranteed a
Mm-hmm. Oh, Nick,
service, but
pretty soon you'll probably be able to pre-order the PlayStation Portal, so you can play your PS5 games in bed on a handheld.
I mean, he can already do that.
oh, good.
He can do that
It's
from
the
Yeah, with
PSP
back on.
Portal.
He can do it with his tablet and
PS
the controller.
Yeah, I know, it's funny.
Are they trying
Yeah.
this again? I mean, because the first PSP and the
Well, this only
No,
streams stuff.
It only streams. It only streams from your console. It doesn't stream anywhere else. So it only will play games that are installed on your console. It's basically a controller with a screen.
The only way that would work for me is if it would direct connect to your console, but it does not. You have to do it through like all the Wi-Fi loops.
Yeah, it
oh,
fine.
fun.
It would work great. For
Yeah,
me.
so I don't have a high enough upload speed. I'm not even gonna go there.
Well, it's pointless. It's $200 just to buy a backbone.
Yeah. So, no for me.
Backbone is the way to go. Yeah, I just was curious about the Netflix thing. I don't know if I've been really playing. I'm in this weird period of time that I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pull the trigger on Baldur's Gate, and I'm probably gonna hold off on Starfield for a while.
Yeah, I know you just want to mod it and buy it on PC.
Well, I don't just want to mod it, but I also, I mean, the game looks really incredible, but my computer's pretty old at this point, and I want it to look cool, so I'm kind of like in that point where I'd like to play it at like it's, I don't know. It's not on PlayStation 5, so
after it's been out a while and gets some patches and updates and all that, and it's in the best working order.
Yeah, but then maybe at that point also I have a better PC or maybe, something to that effect that it, I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna probably be middling tier on my PC, so I'm gonna probably have to like play in low settings.
What kind of video card do you have?
Yeah, it's like a RF. What is it? Here, I can look really quick. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I mean, it. Well, the other part is too is that they want it on a solid state drive. So there's all these like requirements. So
Oh, you don't have one?
Well, not. I do, but
Hmm.
there's not enough space on it alone. See, because the game's like 160 gigs or something crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty huge on PC.
And I have like on my solid state, I think I only have like 50 gigs free. So, like, there's just a lot of kind of shit that I'm not. I have a Radeon RX 580 series.
Yeah.
But which it'll run. I know it's in there, but then I'd have to like get another solid state drive to run it.
Yeah.
It'll probably run off the regular drive, but it'd probably just suck.
Yeah. Yeah, SSDs are pretty damn cheap now. But yeah, I'm not going out buying SSDs all over the place. I've thought of upgrading my PlayStation 4's hard drive to an SSD, but I haven't done that yet. I'd like to upgrade that so I can get rid of my external for it. Just another plug-in and giant box to have next to it.
So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Games and stuff.
Yeah. Do you have an external SSD hooked up to it now?
Yeah,
or?
I could.
No,
I could.
it's not an SSD.
I have an external
Oh.
SSD. Oh, I mean, I could probably run it off my external SSD. That's what I would probably end up doing. See how well it ran, but
Here's my PlayStation 4 backup or external.
Oh.
That's that 2 terabyte I got from Ian forever ago. And I have a cool dock. You just flip a lid open. You can slide in any drive.
what are you gonna do, Nick?
Nice. It has an enclosure.
What's that?
You probably are gonna want to play Starfield. I mean, it's basically it's basically Fallout in space. What are you gonna do? You got to get that computer built.
Yeah.
After he gets the car fixed.
Oh.
Yeah, after the other laundry list of other things going on in life.
Yeah. Yes.
No, I
Priority
definitely-
one,
I would-
PC.
Yeah, I know. I'd love to actually build another PC. But
I guess my thing is I just don't know if I want to play Starfield at like mid to low settings, or if I want to play it on something more powerful so it looks fucking sick. That's kind of where I'm. Whereas Baldur's Gate is going to be optimized for PS5, so like at least I know it's not going to look as awesome as the highest end PC version out, but
Yeah.
it's going to be PS5 current, so it's going to look pretty sexy. So like that, I'm okay with. So that's the sucky thing about Starfield being exclusive is that I would rather just play Starfield on my PS5, but it's never going to happen.
I'm going to play it on my Series S.
Yeah.
Which
is probably about this
problem.
It's probably about. See, that's probably about what my computer's probably about the same graphical quality. And so I'm kind of like,
That's not bad.
it's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I think it'll be like a choppy 30 frames per second. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm interested.
So Starfield's just going to take the back burner for me, and I'm going to do this Baldur's Gate thing.
I don't know how much time I'll have to dump into it, but I'll definitely have some early opinions after it gets launched.
Well, that's depending on if Baldur's Gate doesn't suck on PS5 when the reviews. If it like is garbage, then I won't pull the trigger on it. But if it's running fine, then I will pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's neat that they actually decided it would be okay not to have split screen on the Xbox Series S and just get it out on Xbox. That's
but it's not
otherwise it
coming
would
out
have
to
been
Xbox
delayed
forever.
until
It's another year away or something like that.
Yeah. It
was. Did you guys play like older version, or I don't know how many versions of Baldur's Gate there was, but
I played the first version a bit way back in the day.
Yeah,
but I never played 2.
Yeah, on the PC back in the day.
Was that the one that came out with like 4, 5, 6, 7 discs that you had to swap through?
Oh, jeez, I don't remember. But yeah,
Baldur's Gate did. Yeah, that first one did have like 4, I think. I don't know what 2 had. And then they had those. Then they had like what Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance. They had like offshoots.
Yeah. I never completed one. They were huge and they kicked my ass. So I'm not super interested in Baldur's Gate 3. I understand the appeal, but I don't think it's for me. I've tried some of Larian's other stuff, and it kicks my ass pretty hard.
I have
So
First Divinity. I put like halfway through it.
I have the second Divinity, and I made it many hours in and got stuck in a battle, and decided I don't want to deal with that.
I just feel like what everyone's saying in all the gameplay videos I watch, it just seems like it's like even different, more different than Divinity. So I'm curious about it.
Yeah, maybe if it goes on like a crazy sale, I'd buy it for $20. But not being my genre, I think $20 is about the most I'd spend on it.
Plus, I just want something different, kind of. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
kinda
why not?
tired of playing shooting games for some reason.
Try some indies.
I mean, no. I mean, I try them. I tried Death Store for like an hour, and it's like, that's cute. And then I just lose interest and don't really want to fuck with it. So I delete it.
Yeah.
Maybe a fun indie platformer.
No. No platformers.
Let's find some time to play Portal 2 co-op.
Oof.
I'll play with Evelyn.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome. We got to make that happen someday.
Gotta get your plus back up then.
Or your PC.
No, that's true.
I'm pretty sure my PC can still run it.
Oh.
But then there's that workaround. Fuck.
Oh, did you
Workaround.
steal it?
Oh, no. I mean, I was talking to Jared about it last week, but
Yeah.
just yeah, it was a whole thing. Just it has to do with software for the keyboard that I run.
Oh, right. You've talked about this before, yeah.
Yeah. It's such a headache. It sucks, but god damn it, I love that keyboard, especially for my sausage fingers.
Just gotta move on, bro. Just gotta move on.
Or find the next best thing.
Yeah, or just
gotta be replacement software for that feature.
Know.
Just gotta find it. Just gotta find it.
Wish Steel Series would at least bring it back on some level, I guess. But
I mean, you could play Portal 2 with a controller.
I guess, but I don't know. There's like certain games where it's like if I've already started with keyboard and mouse, then that's just the way it's going to be. But conversely, it's
like a Steam controller.
Well, I don't know. It's maybe I'm hard nosed and stubborn, and I don't like to change. Like I've tried doing keyboard and mouse with Borderlands, and for whatever reason, I don't really like it because I started playing Borderlands with a controller. But
got you.
I mean, that's not always true because I played Fallout 3 with a controller, but I prefer keyboard and mouse. But I don't know.
Yeah, I tried playing Destiny 2 with keyboard and mouse on my PC, and I didn't like it. Not one bit. Because I've played hundreds of hours with a controller, and it's just hard to not have a controller.
I get carpal tunnel, so keyboard and mouse, just after like an hour, my wrist is killing me.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, totally. Just holding a controller in my lap feels better, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just some games for me, it's controller's the way to go, and others, it's keyboard and mouse, and it's just probably depends on how much I've kind of acclimated and how much it's just ingrained in my muscle memory.
Yeah, totally. Like I started Warhammer Vermintide 2. I played it like an hour and a half, 2 hours of that all on mouse and keyboard, and I love how it feels on that. Yeah, very situational. I'm not against mouse and keyboard because of how long I've been doing console gaming nowadays, but I still have some of my mouse skills. Not very good mouse skills, but good enough to do Vermintide with a big old hammer or something like that.
And in some games, like they require it still, like CS:GO. don't they?
I'm not gonna play that.
No, but like, and then I think Unreal Tournament, the latest one, I remember it didn't, which they took down, but that was keyboard and mouse only. So, but yeah, I just after an hour I just can't. It just kills my wrists. So that's why I don't play arcade games either, like fighting games and shit at an arcade for prolonged
You have to
times.
have your fingers spread in a weird way.
No, I just
Yeah.
can't do it. No, this motion or doing anything like this for an extended amount just makes my whole
Yeah.
it kills me. So like I just don't do it.
I don't know. It sounds painful just thinking about it, actually, but
Yeah.
it's what you get when you're old.
No, this is what I've had this since I was young. So
Oh.
I could never like spend hours playing Street Fighter 2 or something at arcade because my wrists would just fucking hurt. Yeah,
I couldn't
it's not an
spend
old
hours
thing.
playing Street Fighter 2 because I'd lose all the time. But
Right.
You'd lose all your
Well, like
quarters.
Ninja Turtles or
Yeah.
something, like even just like a button masher,
Yeah.
like Ninja Turtles or X-Men. Like when that, like I never really played that long because like, so like when it came to console, it was like way easier.
Yeah, I get that with the buttons, with how low the deck is. For me, that like the angle I have to hold my wrist, it does get uncomfortable.
Oh, so when we're playing retro games here in a couple months, then
Yeah,
we're just gonna need to.
Well, I just never
yeah,
play
that's
them.
right.
Don't you ever notice that I
Portland
just
Retro
never play them?
Expo. Yeah.
Unless we're driving games.
Well, I kind of had my attention elsewhere because I had to keep an eye on a semi-little, but
Not anymore. Free.
nope.
Yeah, bringing my kid this year.
Oh. Jared's not
She'll
going to be
almost be 10. Almost. Multiple weeks after. So we'll see. She'll probably get bored, and I'll have to
free.
figure out how to entertain her. Mhm.
Get
Yeah.
her a $50 root beer. She'll love it.
Yeah, I know, right? Get the unlimited refill root beer mug.
Mhm.
And then she'll just be
Jeez.
bouncing off the walls.
No
Yeah.
kidding. Yeah, don't forget to bring yours if it's still in your house.
Oh yeah, I think it is somewhere.
Yeah.
There you
Free
go.
root beer for everybody.
Root beer's on me.
What is the name of that company anyways?
I can't remember.
Yeah, but they're always there at the convention center. I'm not sure if it's specifically the convention center or just this event company that puts on the event or organizes it.
I've seen them in other events. So
Yeah. Huh. They must have a website. You can kind of follow them around. Like, I want to go here so I can get all my free root beer. What a weird thing. I mean, I do love craft root beer. You can't find it very many
Mhm.
places anymore on tap. On
Unless-
tap root beer is so good.
unless the place brews it, I guess.
Yeah. Where can you find that though?
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out if Crater Lake is still in business or not.
Well, didn't McMinimans
Sure.
used to brew their own?
Well, a long time ago. Maybe? No, I don't know if McMinimans has.
I thought McMinimans had
Weinhard's.
No, I thought McMinimans had like a draft root beer that they did.
Weinhardt's has their own. Rogue has a root beer, I believe.
All I know is whatever Washington soda company that was distributing a whole bunch of sodas around here, I haven't been able to find any of those sodas. So whatever's going on there sucks. Because I used to buy a lot of different brands of craft soda from like Fred Meyer because they always have like buy 4 get this much off, per bottle. And I always did that. I always got different sarsaparillas and root beers and some cherry sodas and stuff like that. It was awesome.
Was it in that like separate section where they had just like a whole variety of like just different sodas in a glass bottle?
Yeah, and a lot of times they'd be in the refrigerator section next to all the other sodas. But yeah, now it's just like Coke glass bottle, and every other facing is Coke glass bottle, filling in holes, and those holes have been there for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of sad because I love craft soda. That's like if I was to ever open a shop, it would be a craft soda shop. but that's not going to make money, apparently.
No, they just make money from you.
Yeah, pretty much. Craft sodas. It's way better than just like I love root beer. I love Dr Pepper and that kind of stuff. But there's something special about like these random brands that try different things and they have their own recipes. They're not trying to be just like the other guys. So
Not
it's
trying to
it's
be like the
something.
big names. Like,
Yeah.
no, it was
So
years ago. I could never find it in a glass bottle when I worked for Columbia, but these Albertsons I delivered, they would have Jones soda, just like regular cola in like a little 8-pack
huh.
can. It was
Weird.
really good.
Jones soda in a can.
Yeah, Jones soda, just regular cola.
Cola.
Just yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that
I
was a
mean,
thing.
not like, they've had different variations in the bottle, but this one was just straight up cola, red box, red can, and
Huh.
just like a little 8-pack can box, which I just
Nice.
said. But no, it was awesome. It was made me really wish. I mean, it didn't last very long, it seemed like, but um, it was kind of a bummer because I mean, I want to do more with it, just like mix it with like some alcohol and stuff too,
Yeah.
which I never
Well,
got to
speaking
do.
of
But
drinking alcohol, how's your beer coming along?
oh, I'm already on the Sapporo,
Oh, okay. How'd you like that? A Foster's Bitter or premium?
the
Is it
Foster's
premium?
Premium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I mean, it's a lot. These cans are big.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, baby.
this is a lot of beer.
Not quite a
But
crowler, but yeah, they're big.
yeah, it's not too far off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but the one thing that always throws me off about this green can is they say it's an ale with caramel color, so it just kind of reminds me it's a little artificially. But I mean, I still love it, but I don't know if I love it as much as Sapporo.
I think many
In the
beers advertise like
awesome.
we're this color. I mean, amber ale
Yes.
or a pale.
Mhm.
I don't know, but like
Or red.
we're caramel
Or red.
colored.
Or a
Mm.
brown.
Yeah.
I guess there's
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
color.
good point. But yeah, caramel. We're the caramel colored beer.
But I'm
Which
just
one
wondering how
calls that?
they achieve that color. The Foster's green.
It says caramel.
It says ale with caramel color. I mean,
Oh.
it's.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
even
that's
gonna
weird.
bother with the camera. I'm gonna be able to read it. But
It is a golden throat charmer.
yeah. Oh, this
Yeah.
one. No, this is caramel throat charmer.
And there are gold.
Foster's
But
Melons.
you poured that out, so you got to see the color. How caramel
Mm-hmm.
was it?
Well, shoot, most of it was head the first time I poured it.
It was a little darker than the other. It's darker than
Yeah.
the other
Oh no. Yeah, it
Fosters.
is much darker, but
Okay.
it's. I don't know if it's how much of it's artificially darker or.
Yeah.
But
But it was pretty all
no,
right.
it's pretty all right. I mean, I'd definitely
Yeah.
buy it again.
Not
Buy it by
knocking
the
your socks
case.
off, but it's not making you cringe.
No, I mean it has its place.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd
Its
ever buy
place
it
is.
again. I would just get the blue can.
Yeah, blue can, nice and a little bit lighter.
I know Dave likes the green
Um,
can. I think more. I think he likes the
mhm.
premium one more.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
sounds right.
I mean, there was a time where I think I already mentioned it, where I got tired of the blue for a little bit and would just drink the green. But
So Sapporo's gonna
Well,
win, is what you're saying.
yeah,
yeah,
basically, I
yeah.
love the Sapporo.
Well, now I have a fridge. I can fit these big Fosters and Sapporo cans behind me.
Hmm.
Now, having a mini fridge could be a little more fun with beer
It
because
is
I never
fun.
had room in my refrigerator inside. So I'd have to put in a can here, a can there. Sometimes I'd forget to restock it, so I just wouldn't have anything to sip on. So now I have a whole fridge to myself.
But then you drink more.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see. I have pretty good
Yeah.
self-control.
Well, what do you guys want to talk about?
Well, I just acquired a older video card that's quite a bit better than mine. Just looking at some rankings on
What is it?
websites. Well, I wish it was the box that it came in, but that's the card that one of my friends is using, the 3070. I can never remember the exact specs of it, but it's like a 1660 Ti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it looks just like the one that's in my PC, but it's way faster. 6 gigs of video RAM. So I think some of those games that have been chugging on my system, but
Cool.
run, I think I might be able to actually play them.
Nice.
So I'm pretty excited about that. Bought that from one of my old friends.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I don't think my PC has 2 slots for this type of video card, so I won't be able to run them in tandem. I guess that's a thing NVIDIA stuff can do,
Oh.
where you run 2 video cards at once, but I don't think I have that capability. So if I
Your
do,
motherboard's not
I'm
big
definitely
enough?
going to do it.
I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
I don't think this motherboard has the capacity for it. But I have a PC that I got from someone else that I can probably put this video card in, so my girls can tinker around on it, because they like to play dumb games. There's one that I got free from Amazon Prime Gaming once called Calico. It's a pretty endearing game. It has cute music, and you can walk around and do side quests for like cat people, and you're running a cafe, which for some reason they didn't call it a cafe. You can design it, run around, unlock all the world, and there's fun stuff, and it's pretty endearing game. I'd recommend it for anybody that has a child that's looking for something to play. As far as I know, it's only on PC. It's just called Calico. It's adorable.
Speaking of cats, they just released the Nicki Minaj operator pack to Call of Duty. So if anyone's looking for anyway, never mind.
That won't even lure you into Call of Duty, man.
Well, that game's such trash. So if she was in Fortnite, I'd probably buy her in Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a good game. That's actually runs well, but yeah, Call of Duty's a trash game. It's trash
That's
fire.
funny.
It was cool though. Like her like operator kill is like she jumps on the person and like stabs them with her heels.
Oh, funny.
Pretty great.
You do like a nice heal.
Yep.
He's definitely a heel.
But yeah, nothing else new to add.
Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't really been playing video games.
Yeah, I probably would have played more games, but I was out all weekend.
I like pop into Diablo Immortal and do like a quest and some like a daily, like some daily stuff, and then pop out. But it's not like super exciting. I just keep kind of grinding away slowly at that game for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. If I had a Backbone on my phone, I might do that, because they have them for Android now. I don't know. I might do stuff like that, but I don't know. I never buy like the latest greatest phone. I always buy like whatever's affordable. No more than $250 unlocked phone to activate on my service.
Well,
So
it's just more.
It's not like the latest greatest.
It's just more whether the game runs. If the game runs on it, then the Backbone.
Yeah, Diablo ran pretty well on it. Yeah.
Does Genshin?
Yeah, there's
Genshin
some
Impact
games.
run on yours?
Kinda.
No, kinda.
Sky, Children of Light, I've tried a couple times, and it runs kinda, sub 30 frames a second. So it's almost playable, but not quite. I think the next time I buy a phone, a lot of the games will be playable. It's just stepping in tiers and stuff like that.
I tried that other new free-to-play game that's on the PlayStation 5. It's like an old game, but it's like a Genshin Impact game. But it's like more anime.
Like something of towers.
Yeah.
I
know. I was like down to play with it, but you can't flip invert controls. So it's like,
Oh, what?
fuck this game.
Yeah, I
Later.
tried playing Destiny 2 on my brother's console because he walked away real quick, and his controls aren't inverted. And I'm like, oh, dude, I can't. No, no,
Later.
I quit.
And I was like, I'm looking everywhere in these menus. Like, there's got to be an invert control on this thing. And then I just couldn't. And then I like Googling invert controls on. And
That's funny.
And the only thing the only thing you can do is like that kind of shitty thing where like you get a third party software on a PC and play it on PC. But I was like, I'm not
Oh,
gonna fucking
geez.
play it on PC. He's like, fuck that shit. So it's like,
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, I'm out.
Bye,
seems
Yeah, that's
Felicia.
funny.
Seems like such a
What,
simple
Nick?
thing. What'd you say,
What'd you
Nick?
say, Nick?
Oh, I said bye, Felicia.
Oh,
Yeah. Funny.
yeah. I hate that. Like, just
Yeah,
just-
I there's so many free to play games. I never take the time to jump into those. Oh, speaking of free to play games, I still need to watch the videos, but I'm super excited about it. But Warframe, that company during TennoCon this week unveiled more information about Soulframe.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so there's more information about Soulframe. That's like their, I guess some places are calling it like their free to play, like Soulsborne type game.
Right.
But I don't know if it's going to have that type of gameplay or not because I haven't gotten to watch any of the gameplay videos. Right now, I think on their website, you can actually register to be in their testing servers and stuff like that. So I need to look that up because I am very interested.
Yeah, I guess they're also helping Airship Syndicate with their MMO, and I guess they really
Awesome.
screwed the pooch on the whole server setup side. So like that game launched with like just servers just not working. So
Oh, geez. Well, Soulframe now on YouTube is 17 hours ago. There's Soulframe official 31-minute gameplay demo walkthrough. So
there
I'm
you go.
going to watch that soon. Yeah, so super excited for Soulframe because I was a huge fan of Warframe. I played the hell out of that, and always think fondly of it and want to go back to it someday. But just so much crap. Oh,
It's
they have a
kind of
join
the-
us button on soulframe.com.
The weird thing about the Warframe is that it's simplistic in a sense to a certain degree.
Oh, it's so good though.
It is good. I mean, I put like 30 hours into it. I don't know. But I always find myself kind of bored. Like I like it, but then I found myself kind of bored on what I'm doing sometimes. So I don't know. So hopefully this Souls thing is cool.
Yeah, Soulframe. I mean, they, I don't know. They've already interested me with the trailers they've had. So I don't know. We'll see what they do. I'm interested. They've really turned around Warframe into something completely different than when it was when it started. Even improved like the graphics engine they use and all that stuff. So I hope that Soulframe has that same type of lifespan where they spend the time to make it great. Maybe it'll start out great. Maybe they've learned a lot over the forever since Warframe came out.
I mean, they couldn't launch this poor little MMO for Airship, so I don't know.
Yeah, but that could have been up to Airship mostly. I mean, I
No,
don't
it's
know
them.
what
They even
were
they
doing.
took the blame for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like they're
100%,
they're
huh?
100%. They took the blame for all the server side shit because that's what they partnered with Airship to make this MMO.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it
damn.
hasn't launched free to play yet. It's like in early access, so you can play it now for like $20. But the
Yeah.
launch was just miserable, and like, yeah, Digital Extremes, they,
Damn.
it's their fault. So like, it's kind of sad. So like, when it's that kind of shit, then you're kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
like,
crap.
so like, oh, so maybe it's just classic Digital Extremes. Like they launch a game and it just shit out the door, and then
yeah.
it gets better. But like, that's not good for Airship when the games they've all launched have been stellar. So like, it's just kind of
Yeah,
a
that's
sore
hard.
eye. So, oh well.
Well,
Hopefully
I
they
have-
work it out. Because I played
I have
Wayfinder.
hopes, yeah.
I played Wayfinder in the beta, and I thought it was a lot of fun. And I was just waiting for it to go free. So
I've heard a lot of not really information about the game. Like people have mentioned the game, but I've never looked at anything about it, so I don't know anything about Wayfinder.
it's just a third-person MMO, like kind of but just kind of has that Airship Syndicate art style, which is super cool. And then the controls and the plays are a lot of fun. And so like when I got in the beta way back, I was like, oh, this is really awesome. I don't want to play a lot of this right now because I didn't want to like just play it for like 20 hours and then be like, oh, okay, I'm done.
Everything gets wiped,
right?
And then the
that,
game
but
comes
also
out,
then
and
I'm
you're
also
like,
just
nah, thanks.
But also then I'm just like, I've played this a lot, so like I don't really feel like playing it. So like I was like, I'm really excited for this game, and then, but I always knew it was always going to be a free to play game, so I was like, the whole early access thing I wasn't interested in, but just seeing how poorly the early access launched, I was just like, oh, that's not good. That's sad.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Yeah, dang.
But so that's that. That's cool. Everyone's playing. I've been watching a lot of gameplay of the new Armored Core. I even watched Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect was playing it all day Friday. That was fun to watch him play that game. But I don't really understand people's, like, everyone's like, thinking it's awesome, it's wonderful. It's like, it just looks like Armored Core, but harder.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it out someday. I don't know. I played like Armored Core 1 or 2, and that's the only Armored Core experience I have, but I never completed it. I always got my ass kicked. And I remember it being crazy slow, but that's been a long time.
I've only played 5 Verdict Day, which it has similar reviews to all the other games. Like those Armored Core is such a weird franchise, like being making sequels. Like it's never been a really like it has a small like following, but it's never been very highly reviewed. Like it's all like mid 70s. But
how's this one doing on reviews?
It's like mid 80s.
Yeah, okay.
But I think it has
great.
a lot to do with the fact that like I think it's wise for From Software to like launch this game after Elden Ring because they know people are going to buy it because it's the follow-up to Elden Ring, you know, it's the game, but also it doesn't have to be anything really more than Armored Core, so it's like a really safe game for them to launch, and maybe it'll have some positive, which I think it is. I think the fact that Elden Ring was such a big game and then they launched this game it's giving it a boost, where I think if this game had just launched without, you know, it wouldn't be seen as that popular, in my opinion.
Well, that FromSoft name is getting pretty.
Yeah, it's just getting so
huge,
big and big.
Yeah.
So like, I think there's just a lot.
Eventually, that will cripple them.
Right.
I hope they can recover from Elden Ring.
But you look at the game, it's like, it looks cool, but it's not like it's not incredibly crazy looking, like the environments and stuff. So I gotta think that they're really working on whatever the next game is, which is probably like Sekiro 2 or something.
Yeah, and of course there's still Elden Ring DLC in the mix.
Oh, there's that too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. I said 2 separate teams. One did.
Yeah, they have to have several teams at this point. I mean, it's very apparent.
Maybe you guys will
It'll
get a
be
Bloodborne.
interesting to see what's next.
Maybe you get a Bloodborne 2 someday.
Nah. Yeah, it's been so long.
Has it? That's PS4.
Was it? Yeah, early PS4. I guess. Yeah, who knows? I think the contract was written for 2 games a long time ago, but I don't know. That's just hearsay at this point.
What was their other exclusive?
Bloodborne 2?
No. Oh, so they are going to do one? Would they have done one?
I don't know. I thought that I think what people have been led to believe is that there was a 2-game agreement.
Well, it was probably well, then wouldn't it have been Demon Souls and then Bloodborne, since those were both PlayStation exclusives?
I don't know. I don't know when that comment came out about the 2-game deal. It may have been around the time of Bloodborne. Nobody has verified anything about that, even Sony. I mean, there's been a lot of exclusive that have been announced with trailers and stuff that have disappeared from other companies. So who knows? Maybe this contract is just long gone, whatever it may have been, possibly. Who knows? Again, all hearsay.
All hearsay.
Hear, hear. Hear, hear.
I don't know what else is going on in the world. I guess we could move on from video games. We could talk about some couch co-optionals.
Well, we gotta. I mean, I guess
Oh, we need to.
the beer hadn't been finished, but we're
He already
pretty
kinda-
sure that Sapporo was
deci-
the winner.
I thought.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's
Yeah.
finished.
It's
It's
finished.
gone, and it's a
Sapporo.
very apparent Sapporo
Yeah.
winner. But
I do have some other challenges lined up that might be a little bit more fun.
More Japanese
Yeah.
beers.
No,
Oh.
actually,
We could really challenge Sapporo though.
I don't know. We have a Jason Wolford favorite that might be on tap soon.
Oh,
oh,
that can't beat Sapporo.
I don't know.
Well,
See,
maybe.
I
In
don't
my
think-
opinion, it wouldn't. In your opinion, maybe it would.
But because I don't think I've ever had
You've never
this
had
challenger before.
what one is it?
Pilsner or Kel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, cool. All right, Sapporo, congratulations. You're a
great.
two-time champion.
Woo, Sapporo! Yeah, smash that can on your forehead. I dare
Yeah, there's the headache I need.
you. Maybe if you pinch it real hard and then slam it.
Mm.
All right, couch co-optionals. What are you guys doing? Anything other than video games that are cool?
I watched the first episode of Ahsoka,
Yeah.
the Star Wars thing, and I liked it. I did. I think there's some lady girl things in there that you might like, Ian. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait till
I
it all
enjoyed
comes. I'll wait till it all drops, and then I'll.
I think, yeah, at this point, there's 2 episodes out or something like that. I don't know how long the series is going to be. 6, 7 episodes or something like most of them.
Might have to go back and
So
watch
we'll-
Star Wars Rebels or something. Get the backstory.
I've never watched any of the animated series because Rebels is animated, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard they're great. I don't know why I've never watched them as much as I love animated shows and films and stuff. Yeah, maybe someday. They're just too much stuff to consume.
Too much. Too much.
Too much.
How about you, Nick?
Much good stuff. Well, Canby is having there's a well, it's not Canby, it's Swan Island Dahlias. They're having their little yearly festival. I didn't realize it was a month-long thing. I just usually showed up around Labor Day, but it's kind of a nice little cool event. It's like a low-key version of the Tulip Festival that happens in the spring, but in the wooden shoe farm. But no, it's right here in Canby. People from the area come visit it. We this year, rather than just walking the fields and looking at plants, we actually went in and actually bought stuff. So that was kind of cool. They've got like a couple of food trucks in there. They've got a cocktail thing going on there, and
Nice.
little trinkets and stuff. But Brandy actually went and bought like a couple bunches of actual dahlias, and now they're sitting on our counter. So it's kind of a neat little event, just to get out and I don't know, get out and wander a field or something. Just
Go outside.
something. Yeah,
What?
I know. I mean,
What?
I'm probably not playing to the right crowd with this, but
Outside.
hey, I mean I think it's still going on until next week. So I mean, they I believe they will also be playing some live music too
Nice.
at some of these events. So I don't know. I wish we would. I mean, we went last night. I kind of wish we would have spent a little bit more time there, but shit to do. But I don't know. Just seemed kind of a fun, cool hang.
They have beer.
Yes. So they had, I think, like 3 food carts there, and then there was a cart that was dedicated to drinks, but it was like a cocktail, like a canned cocktail deal. But it looked like they had a couple of beers that they were selling, but I think they mostly just focused on selling canned cocktails. But I mean, there were drinks available. And then the gift shop also had like non-alcohol stuff, like sodas. a lot of Jared's favorite, which is Coke in a glass bottle,
Oh yeah.
which takes up precious space for his other
Well,
fast.
that goes on the inside fridge. There's more space for
Yeah.
glass Coke bottles. I think we just put our last 3 in the fridge. we
No,
we buy
sorry.
the Costco pack of those.
No, I was making a call back to where you were trying to buy like different craft
Yeah,
sodas at Fred Meyer, but they're empty because
it's
Coke
always
was
glass Coke. Yeah.
yeah.
Nothing
But no,
wrong with
I'll
glass Coke.
No,
absolutely
no.
not. I would never turn down a glass Coke bottle.
Hecho in Mexico.
That's Simone.
Well,
Mhm.
actually, it's most countries have natural sugar cane Coke. Then it's just
Yeah.
this country doesn't.
Yeah, America
Yeah.
loves
Well,
high
we
fructose
have to get rid of it. We
Corn
produce so much
syrup.
of it.
corn syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, let's see here. I'm going to recommend a little thing called Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
This is
Oh, the
this is
trilogy?
this
The
is a
Chris
silly.
Pine
Okay.
trilogy?
This is actually like a silly thing. Like Chris Pine trilogy, yes, but I've been rewatching all of the Star Trek movies, so I've just been enjoying that. So if you have seen them and you haven't seen them in a long time, you should give them a shot. And if you've never seen them, you definitely should watch them. They're fun.
I don't think I saw the 3rd Chris Pine one.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I liked that too. I saw it. Yeah, that's
It's
great.
on. Well, I guess it depends. It's on Prime, but I think you need Paramount Plus
Oh yeah.
because it's a
I
Paramount film.
might have that currently for another month or 2.
But yeah, Star Trek, good times.
Cool.
I just before I got on here, I finished The Voyage Home, the Whales movie. So it's a good time.
Oh, okay. Huh. Pretty
I
good.
think that trilogy, the Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, and The Voyage Home, I think that trilogy is the best Star Trek trilogy. But I also really like the Chris Pine trilogy, or the Kelvin trilogy, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah, I'm not sure if I saw that the whole trilogy before that. Yeah. Voyager. I don't think I saw that.
no, The Voyage Home.
The Voyage Home. Yeah, I don't. I as much I like everything I've consumed of Star Trek. I love. Just I don't know why it's always on like my back burner. I don't know. I grew up watching the original Star Trek series and the Next Generation, all that stuff, and I always loved watching that stuff. But I never stuck with it for some reason. I don't
Yeah,
quite understand.
I for some reason I'm watching this in a weird order because I watched the Chris Pine ones first, or the J.J. Abrams ones, whatever you want to call them, the newest trilogy first, and then I said, oh fuck, I'm gonna go all the way back. So then I went all the way back to the original motion picture, which is such a bizarre movie, but and it's interesting for its own right, but it's really slow and
But
kinda
it's not
tedious.
Star Wars.
It's not Star Wars. Definitely not Star Wars. It's like it's
There's
more
plenty of that.
it's more 2001 than it is Star Wars.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I've been enjoying that. Anyway, all right. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Towards the hills.
Indeed. Well, I want to thank everyone for listening and remind you to leave feedback at thecouchcoopshow@gmail.com. I want to thank Jared and
Please.
Nick for joining me here on the
Ooh.
couch for
Yay.
Couch Co-op. I'm Ian,
Lazy
reminding you to
Sunday.
please be excellent to each other.
Wild stallions.